We're here to talk about tuning a guitar, and goodness knows the guitar is in the weirdest tuning. It's like a kind of medieval knitting machine. It's a very odd thing. It's tuned in fourths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each string is 4 notes apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except between the third and the second string is only 3 notes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not even symmetrical. It's not like a member of the violin family, which makes perfect sense. Very logical tuning. This is the guitar, and that's why it's such a gloriously weird and wonderful harmonic thing, where you can play great chords on it and beautiful melodies and everything else. But then you have to tune the blooming thing, and that can be tricky. The notes, the tuning method that is normally used is where you go up to the 5th fret and you start on the bottom string and you go like this. So you compare the next string. That 5th fret gives you the next string and the next string, and then for the 3rd to the 2nd, 4th fret, and then that's the worst way to tune a guitar. I'll tell you why it's the worst way. It's a little bit like sawing a little bit off a table leg. It's the table leg school of guitar tuning, because by the time you get to the top string, if you've been slightly inaccurate each time, then times that by 6, and then you go to play a chord and it all comes crashing down. And it's very upsetting, because on a bad day, a guitar is impossible to tune. On a good day, it tunes itself. I would recommend that you use a series of harmonics and open strings to tune the guitar. And I've done a sheet of paper with all the closely related harmonics and the strings that they match. So I'll flash that up in just a moment. But first of all, let's make sure you know what a harmonic is. On a guitar, you change the note by pressing the string down. But you can also very gently press the string, and over the fret wire of some frets, you get a very loud different note. So there's my bottom string open. Here's a harmonic on the 7th fret. I'm very gently pressing that string down and then moving my left hand away to allow it to ring. It's like I've sectioned off a bit of the string, and in actual fact, that's precisely what I have done. When you produce a harmonic, the articulating hand, your plucking hand, needs to be quite close to the bridge. You just get a much clearer harmonic if you're playing it down by the bridge. There's one at the 12th fret, there's a loud one at the 7th, and one at the 5th. And it's the 5th, 7th and 12th fret harmonics that you can use to tune. It's great. Now, if you tune the 5th fret harmonic on the bottom string to the 7th fret harmonic on the 5th string, that's a really good start. It also happens to be the note of the top string. Let them all ring. You can hear which one's wrong. On a lot of guitars, it will ring long enough. You notice I've been really careful about the sound I'm making. Trying to balance the sound. And that's half the job done. That's 3 of the strings. I'm just comparing E harmonic there, and an open E string. 7th fret of the bottom string gives you the open B string. It's all very gentle. It's a bit like tickling a trout, tuning your guitar. That same B is the 4th fret on the G string. Let's try a 12th fret harmonic, 2nd fret D string. So here's a list, here's a PDF with all the matching harmonics and open strings. Well, the dead handy ones anyway. You can see, you can take your pick really, and if you fiddle around, try and cover all the strings. It's quite a lovely, soothing process of gradually tugging your guitar into tune. And then I suggest you play 2 chords that are at opposite ends of the harmonic range. There's a C chord. Here's the fingering for that C chord. It's a beautifully voiced C chord. It's actually a C over a G, and then an E chord. Now, if you're having a bad day tuning, don't play a C followed by an E, because it would drive you around the twist. If you're having a good day, and apparently this is a good day for me tuning, your C chord will be in tune, and your E chord will be in tune, and that will be job done. But don't forget how strange the guitar is. It's not the easiest instrument to tune, and it's even written an octave higher than it sounds. I'll just show you the open strings of the guitar. It's always important to see things, I believe, on the 5 lines. So there's a musical stave, treble clef. The bottom string is an E, then it's an A on the 5th, D, G, B, E. So those are the open strings of the guitar, going from the bottom string, the E, the 6th string, A, D, G, B, E. But strictly speaking, I'm going to add a little 8 under the treble clef here, just so you can tell your mates or win the pub quiz. See that little 8 there? That shows that in actual fact those notes are sounding an octave lower. It's right down, it's about the same range as a cello. It's almost a bass instrument, the guitar, which is quite interesting. That means you have to use your ears a lot when you're tuning it. Tricky stuff. Here's my other top tip, and I do use this. I use this in my dressing room a heck of a lot. My iPhone, and I've got this little app. Let's give me a cut of this. I'm always recommending this. This tuner I'm using here is called Clear Tune. Cost a couple of quid, and it's fantastic because you can obsess and obsess. It's very accurate, and when you're having a bad day tuning, you can rely on that. Don't forget the C chord and the E chord. Those are banging tune. I hope your guitar is too. See you later.